Now it's Pizza Hut here in Call of the Wild, currently in New England. Uh, Gonna sort of be looking for some moose zones while I'm here. Or how about I might as well look for some moose zones while I'm here. But I'm excited. Some good news, exciting news coming to the game. We're getting a new map, and interestingly enough, I didn't notice that was in there before. Interestingly enough, I was thinking just before they announced it, I was like, I don't know. How far is it? I was kind of contemplating, would I get the next DLC that came out? Partially, I was just, of course, I was thinking, well, it depends on where it is. But if it wasn't someplace that had something cool or somewhere cool that I would really want to go to, I was kind of like, I don't know. But it not only is a map that I would be interested in hunting in anyway, region-wise, but it's also got interesting species on it that I would like to hunt. And then it also has my two favorite species on it, which I figured as soon as I heard it was Australia, it was like a little red deer and fallow deer. Absolutely my two favorite things to hunt. And then, well, bam, we're getting a fallow deer great one, which everybody has been excited about. A lot of people have been wanting a fallow great one. And for this guy right here, a new 22 rifle. Another and another. I feel like they need to generate people playing the game some. So we finally got the 308, the 338, and the 7 mil. Well, mostly the 7 mil and the 338 everybody wanted, and then now they're giving everybody the 22. Although I think that you got to buy the DLC to get it. All right, nothing out here. I need a place to cross. We'll see if it's shallow enough. Because for players like me, after they reset everything, it just kind of lost, I don't know, the appeal to go back in, really, and not just be able to hunt and plan hunts, plan what I wanted to do. Know that I could go here and hunt some fallow deer in the morning and go over here, hunt pigs in the afternoon, and Sika the here. Just I had routes, I guess, basically, and that all changed. And that was, it is what it is. But going back, I mean, that was represents hours and hours of work and playing. To get to get that done, and even how you learned your maps, your routes and stuff. So I feel like it was a little harder for me to get back into. It became more of a here and now thing and a recreational thing. But that's kind of why I originally bought the game. I bought the game because I just wanted a hunting game. I could just, I didn't really have to do anything necessarily too focused if I didn't want to. I could wander around and look for stuff to shoot. But so that has had an effect on me playing as much as I used to. Having to go back and find everything, along with new maps coming out, and sort of backlogging because I haven't been playing. So they're not properly and fully explored. That's why I'm here. What I used to do is do a series on a new map. Do like, 9 to 10 episodes that would total out to anywhere between, 9 to 10 to even 17 hours. Oh, a bar. But, you know, they got me with Mississippi because that's how I sort of kind of got back into it too. I was excited about Mississippi. I used to live there, and I live in the southern United States, so that was exciting for me. The terrain was cool. It looked cool. It just had its own issues, some of which they fixed, but some of it's just the map. You know, it's a difficult map, and difficult in a way that's a bit more so than necessary, where it takes it out of the challenging range, so that your frustration is felt, but it's got a reward. Whereas it's just like, man, I can't see these raccoons anywhere. Why'd you even put him in the game, dude? Just waiting for him to run across the road. But I did, yeah, about 9 or 10 episodes on that one, and that was sort of the formula I had going along as I played the game. Once I started making videos, follow me, filling out the zones and exploring and finding out how to hunt my maps. Well, then there's I'd have to do it again, and that has taken, like I said, a bit of my motivation away. However, this new map has got me excited. It's got me wanting to get back out here. Do some shoot. There we go. Do some shooting. You're supposed to be on the water already. That's why I was creeping down here. A little bit exploring. Hope to find some zones for these moose here that are supposed to be everywhere on this map. And just get back into playing the game a little bit. Try to get my excitement up a little bit. But in the last few videos I've done, I've sort of been kind of explaining why I haven't been playing as much. And one of the other things I've also been talking about is that it's just the game's getting pretty big for the PlayStation 4. The old PlayStation 4 is getting a little rough. And it's like frame rate issues and just straight up lagging. Problems along those lines are just, instead of happening here and there, and instead of happening every now and then, are pretty consistent. There we go. It's you anyway, sucker. Listen, I'm trying to get out of your way. I wonder if I should go up the big part of the river or should down this shallow area. So the route I've been taking is just up this big long river. It's had hit and misses on the moose. I spotted this guy right away. They might be all here in the middle, but I feel like I'll just clear this out for my own brain box. There's an outpost up here and a lake I can check out. You're pretty much out of stuff, so yeah, I'll just keep going this way. Hey, there's somebody down there. Well, unfortunately, I'm irritating everybody to no end, but... While I'm goofing around, I wasn't paying attention to my wind's just blowing right on that maze. But anyway, it's feeling pretty slow right now, you know. Not just because I'm creeping, but because the frame rate's not great. I just feel like the game's getting, you know, like I said, a bit big. That's why I was trying to say, well, you know, do I really... Should I keep adding new maps? And the answer probably is no. I probably shouldn't. But I definitely want to get Australia anyway. Why? Because it's Australia. It's got, like I said, it's got. I knew it would have the fallow and the red deer on it. It's got like 2 or 3 other species of deer, so we're talking like 5 species of deer. There we go. And kangaroos. I mean, come on. I have to hunt kangaroos. I have to. So, yeah. And then any number of... Oh, they've got this crazy magpie goose. It looks amazing. So, that is a fraction of the species. There's 15, I think, maybe more. I'm not solid on that number. We had anybody running? Yeah, I knew somebody would run. It's a female. All right, so she was hanging out on the other side of the water. Could be same part of the zone, just in a hanging out in a different part of it. But it's going to have some jungle area. It's going to have the outback area, so this kind of desert canyon kind of region. Yeah, I'm really excited. And the fact that we're getting a great one fallow deer means back. I mean, I'm trying to figure out because I mean, right now Tiawara is where my red deer grind is, because it's the best place for a red deer grind, in my personal opinion. And then I would say the same thing for fallow deer. Now, partially, oh, because it's 2 males. Yeah, I think they're the exact same score. No, he's a little bigger, maybe. But they can run. I'm not. Too caught up on that. You guys care yet? Oh, apparently not. Where's the blood? What are you doing, dog? How are you gonna help me way out there? Here we go. Here's something. What do you think? It can't be too far. Look pretty solid to me. Really, we gotta go way down here? You can't just... I thought it was pretty far off anyway. Dog's like, you're an idiot. It was way over here. Okay. You got me. You got Rascal. You are the expert. There you go. Good Rascal. Yeah. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being the first one to throw some cash my way. How are we doing on the cash? Oh, we're doing good, good, because I'll need money. Although we'll have new story mode stuff. Hopefully it'll be good. It seems like it's been getting definitely better since Mississippi, which was just the worst. Mississippi was the worst. I had thought that it was getting more and more poorly done. Which is a shame, especially for new players. I feel like they were really getting ripped off if they were going to some of these newer maps. It pretty much forced you to do the original maps if you're really trying to get experience and cash from the missions. I'll pop in. Where's that Mesa? Yeah, a little further. So, if you're a new player, and you're like me, you're from Mississippi, and you're like, I gotta go there. I think there was like 10 missions and then like no side missions. And they had this weird stuff that threw me off. Where you had to like turn stuff over. That was so dumb. I really thought the game was broken. I went on Reddit and everything. I was like, what's wrong? My game is broken. Who else is suffering from this horribleness? No one. Turn it over, stupid. Oh, ouch. Yeah. Yep. Got to share that with the, well, 5 people it said. One person to answer me and 4 people to make fun of me, but anyway. It's definitely been improving. I'm not even sure I finished all the story mode for either here or... Well, I definitely haven't done all the side missions. But again, I'm excited. I think that they definitely are going to give us something a bit more. I do want to point out that the game warden actress in the Mississippi storyline was actually one of my favorites actors out of all the actors in all the different game and different map storylines. So I really thought it was kind of sad that like the other actress, the old lady actress, or I mean it's an actress. You don't know if she's an old lady or not. You know what I mean? The actress that was playing the older woman uh, was all right. I remember the other 2 actors being fine, but I remember just that I was like, this is probably the best warden they've had for one of these storylines. So kudos on that. And the other thing, I mean, and buddies, I don't know, you know, I'm again, actors take direction, and I feel like that's kind of what they did. But the actress had this the actress portraying the older woman, uh, really went for that genteel kind of I knew there was one right here. Heavy, southern drawl. And she just leaves. I'm fine with that. Whew. Rascal. We had a Mutual of Omaha moment there. Huh. Thought I brought it with me. Crossbow scope. Link. Um, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I'm just. I don't know if there's anything further downstream. I'd rather not spook it. Anyway, I'm very excited about Australia, and it's got me playing again, so that's a good thing. I love an idea of this map with just so many deer on it. Also, I'll have to check, but obviously, oh, I think there's like a bull too. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's 5 deer and like a bull. Oh, but this rock. Just because I'm so low. Can I get up on this rock? That rock's not real. Maybe his rock's not real. I think his rock is real. I don't know. Hmm. It looked high. Not a good hit. Might have been for nothing too. Oh no! Yoink! At least I got another zone. He'll probably die, but it might take a minute. Alright, those guys are back there. So again, I'm hoping for a good, good story. Lots of missions, lots of side missions. Like I said, I think it's a great way. you know, people to make cash, to get experience. And I was just thinking, you know, I mentioned it before in some past videos. It's kind of sad that, like, it's really just something that's not an option for, yeah, I was hoping this was a Whitetails now. 8. For newer players, because, you know, you're just not going to get, with only a few missions and no side missions, how are you supposed to get much, you know, experience? Another thing that they've changed over the years is that they don't really give you too much in, yeah, he died. Alright. That's why I wasn't really trying to get too far away. But anyway, you don't have as many um, little information. I call them, well, I call them different things. We'll call them info rocks for now. They're just little rock cairns or, you know, plaques and things that you can find. You get 100 experience for finding those. And if you play on, you know, Hirschfelden or Leighton Lakes. Oh, I got another Whitetails in. Dope. Do your thing, bud. Or Silver Ridge. You know, let's say Medved, Africa. You'll find that there's a good bit more of those than as the maps go along. There's hardly any on this one. There's hardly any on any of the newer ones. Bro, I know it wasn't the plan. If you wanted to get out of here, that'd be fine. And then they also have less excuse me, hunting stands. Which is another thing I think is a real shame. I think they need to really start putting more of those things back onto these maps. So if you want to play these maps a bit earlier, you still have the experience. I mean, understandably, you don't necessarily have to put as much as you did in some of that early stuff. It's not really the thing. People aren't as focused, but I just feel like as a new player, you're kind of forced into these certain maps. You know, but you paid for your DLC, and there are plenty of DLCs that will give you a ton of experience, money, and missions, etc. Where you at, dude? But again, it tends to be the earlier DLCs. The further you go along with the DLCs, for a while anyway, the missions grow less, side missions grow less, and again, the trend to just pretty much eradicate stands and little rocks that give you 100 points of experience. It'll tell you a little bit something about the map is what it's there. To do, then, you know, I really think they should start kind of putting that stuff back in. If they were willing to add more, you know, storyline, then why not put some of that stuff in? And also, I think there's a real benefit. For the hunting stands being in the game because they're cheaper than the ones you can buy, and it gives people an earlier opportunity to get some of that stuff. You know, I've said it a bunch of times. You can get like 6 or 7 of those hunting stands that are on the map for the price of one that you can get from the store. So, you know, they vary in use. But I think Silver Edge has the best, setup for that. My gosh, it's gonna be almost out of zone time. I guess I could check this lake. Is it here? Good. Good Lord. It wasn't a good hit. Pretty sure I got him in like the back. If I haven't scared everything out of here already, maybe I can at least check this off my map. We're making a bit of noise, and I don't hear anyone being angry about it. Not a bad looking moose. There, we blew it. Yep. Right above the spine, too. Just no good all the way around, really. There's moose right there. Wait. What is he tracking? Right? Did I not pick one up earlier? What is going on? Okay, yeah, I don't know what this is. Anyway, there was an animal down there. I thought... I really don't know. Maybe there was a blood trail left over from my hunt from before? That doesn't seem right. I wasn't up this way. Who knows? Maybe I goofed up. Maybe I goofed up. Don't know what to tell you. But I swear I saw something moving down here on the shoreline right up in here. Could have been a moose. Could have been something walking by. Unfortunately. I mean, that shoreline's kind of far away, but I feel like if there is moose in here, it's like one. Wait, what's that? Nothing, I suppose. Well, I know I saw an animal. Like I said, I don't know if I saw one. Oh, it's just hanging out, walking by. There's a moose. Some ducks. 4. Scared some birds. There. They stuck a couple moose back here at least. That's alright. Got a duck pond. Two fours. Got a booty and a tree problem. Wind's good though. I got that going for me. Okay, you. See what I can see when I can get by this tree. Nothing. I can see nothing. Is what I can see. I'd say there's a low probability of this being successful. I don't even. There he is. Again, wind is good, so there's that. Ooh. See those branches? I feel like they're right there. Okay. Shoot. 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 You gotta be kidding me. He's in a tree. Where? Oh, come on. Come on. No way this works out. No way this works out. Oh, he's mad. Hit him in the leg. I think it was another leg shot. No, I got him. I got him. Woo! What's up, my dude? 226. My other friend, where did they go? Not you. Oh, there he is. 238. But it's pretty far away. Alright. What is with this? Everybody getting all up in this terrain here. These objects. I mean, ooh, that's a... Got him. Okay. Well, 2 arrows with the crossbow. I mean, I'm impressed. It's not exactly a quick loading thing like the longbow. Yep, right in the old leg on the first one. Ouch. But lung liver on the second, so that was good. I thought it hit him a little far back. I was hoping liver, but I'll take it. A little bit of cash. Yeah, we'll go this way. I was gonna say, I bet that female's still hanging out there. Anyway, I was kind of figuring I wouldn't be able to get back to the main part of the river and really explore much. I guess I got like an hour, but not after I picked these guys up. Well, let's say 1 crap bow shot. I mean, 2 really that was just circumstances. First one was just a terrible, terrible shot on that first moose. The second one, let's say the world had some effect on that shot, right? Then we got Angry Moose. That was fun. I wonder if there's any good ducks out there. I got a 22. I'm just snagging these zones. I couldn't tell. Oh, it's a 1055, you guys. You know, 1055. It's one of those. Just one duck scoring score system, please. I get it. We have different species and whatever, but it's good enough. There's a 462. So I guess that. I say, so here's a golden eye at 1055, and here's a green-winged teal in the 400 range. What? Then we have a mallard at 13. I mean, kudos for having all these ducks hanging out. I'll give you that, but. You have a boyfriend over there? No. Alright, well, I got enough duck zones, I think. How close did I make it to that other outpost? Not too bad. Alright, well, I can just run down that one. And we're out. Let's see, did we get another lucky deer zone? Sure did. That's cool though, that's been working out. Getting 2 for the price of 1, essentially. Anyway, yeah. I'm excited about Australia. I know a lot of people are. Am I supposed to be doing something here? Oh no, there's one way over there. I thought this was left over from something else. I guess I'll have to go do it. You know, I'm always working on my missions. You know, that's kind of what I've always liked, though. Another thing about the side missions is, even if you don't want to do the main story, I say, it's going to open up the map. It's going to help you explore some, get you some outposts and everything. Sometimes the story has uh, potential diamonds. Uh, as a possible outcome. So, I mean, get that going. But a lot of times after I get the main part of the story mode done, side missions tend to kind of end up doing themselves in a way because it's like, you know, shoot 3 gold medal mule deer. Well, eventually you're going to shoot 3 gold medal mule deer. Spot a European bison. Okay, well, you know, guess what? On Hirschfelden, you might spot a European bison. You know. Got good blood. It felt like a solid hit. I've been pretty good on both of these guys. I felt very confident about this guy. There we go. That's the difference between a 4 and a 3. I know, you did a great job, buddy. Right long. Boop. Anyway, 327 yards. 1 dead moosin'. Let's see if we can find his friend out here. But yeah, I love Tiawara. It's my favorite map, absolutely. I finally feel comfortable saying that. It was in the running before they reset everything. But after the reset, like it was always in my top 3, all right? But like in my top spot for certain things. And now it's just my favorite map. So getting an Australian map is just even better. And like I said, I don't even know if I ever said this yet. There probably won't be any predators. Uh, if it is, the only thing I can think of is some like dog-like creatures or something. But for the most part, and personally, I'm not opposed to that. I don't really hunt the small predators in particular. That often. So, yeah, I can't say it'll be something I super miss. It's kind of one of the reasons I like hunting TOR, honestly. You don't have to worry about stuff chasing your animals off. You don't have to, like, you know. Be too worried about something trying to kill you. It's like the wolves, and they've added wolves to Medbed, and that's cool. Medbed needed some excitement. But on most maps, I just don't. I don't know. Out of gold on this one, a little bigger, left long. 334 on that one, yardage. Thanks for the cash. Yeah. Right, head over here. Nice lake. And like I said, picked up some. That's what I always like, and I always like to say, you know, if there's certain things like the Cape buffalo, the water buffalo, lions, you know, mountain lions, things that you're just a little nervous about hunting, or you just sort of like to know where they are and where you should approach from. If you go after their zone is over, they're not there. Now they are generally in the area, so you might have to get through them to get there. It's a definite possibility, but once you get to the water, you can probably go at least look around the water areas after their zones are over and still find their zones. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and change the time. Oops. Yeah. I don't know who's calling out there, but sorry. This has been fun, and it's always fun. You know, I do like this game. You know, we've run into our issues here and there, me in this game. For various reasons, and I 100% acknowledge, like I said, the changes that are made that make this game work better for other players. You can't really fault that. And I think a lot of the reset stuff, though, honestly, in retrospect, is less about frame rate issues and making it, you know, by spreading out, by not having so many animals on certain zones at the same time in the same area, less problems. That does help. But I think it's more about backfilling the map, which means adding more animals over time. So I don't really know how that's going to work out. But I definitely feel like we're going to see more of that for sure. And depending on where and how they do it and what it is, and how it impacts, you know, that map and the game itself, you know, I'm into. But, you know, it's like in TOR adding the birds. That's fine. They don't really affect anything else. Can we slow anything down? They don't really seem to have much, you know, they're just birds in it now. That's cool. And, you know, they fly, they're whatever they do. They don't seem as heavy, I think, on the world. As let's say they decided we're going to add herds of elephants to Africa. I feel like Africa has its issues already. It's already a map for me that kind of has frame rate issues and gets kind of slow. It's awesome to see a gajillion wildebeest running around, but it could definitely make some issues on the old PS4. But that's what I mean. Are you adding foxes? And, you know, a certain amount in? Are you adding, you know, massive? Like they were talking about blacktail for Silver Ridge. Well, they decided against it supposedly on believability. which is fine. Or I said believability, realism, because it's not real. But I think it was because it would have been so heavy. I mean, that's a map that has a lot of animals on it anyway. You know what I mean? And you can't just introduce, I mean, I guess you could. It would be interesting. But like a small herd of deer anyway, like having fewer mountain lions on the map, or lions, than most of the other animals. Makes sense. That's how predators work. Or like, let's say in Tiawari, the chamois. You don't really see a ton of chamois running around. So I guess it's, like I said, it could be like, if they handle it like, well, this is a smaller population in an area, or like, this was introduced. That's how America is. There's a lot of species that are people would absolutely tell you is home to their home. Well, these ducks are from here. No, they were brought over or brought here. And we have black-tailed deer in whatever state. Well, yeah, that's because somebody introduced them there. I got a real keen feeling I did all this creeping for nothing. But I saw this spot on the map. I thought maybe. I mean, it looks like a great place to stick some moose out here, don't you think? I would. Anyway, I figure what I'll do is, I mean, I'm definitely going to download Australia. Hopefully, it doesn't make the game too slow. I was kind of wondering too if I could, what would happen if I deleted certain maps? But then I was thinking, well, then, I wouldn't have certain rewards anymore, I guess. I get rid of Mississippi. I don't. There we go. I did sneak down for a reason. Um, I, I wouldn't miss that one. I could probably get rid of that one. I don't want to, but I could get rid of Parquet. It just doesn't work for me. That map has always been busted. Well, miss, sorry, but we're gonna move this along. Is that a moose back there? No. I know it's right there. I see it. You're a good dog. Yeah, it's too far anyway. No, it's a tree. All right. I'm pretty curious as to how the layout of Australia is going to be too, because in the outback, I'm expecting. Well, I've seen a few pictures too, so okay, but I'm expecting it. It looks like wide open, terrain with deserty brush, but it's also got kind of a jungle-y feel to it, which is cool. Rainforest type deal. So I figure there'll be some pretty thick areas as well, you know. So hopefully some places where we can get some nice visibility, some long shots, and spotting stuff from far away. There he is. I'll skirt him. I don't know if he took off or not. So the option to hunt different types of terrain and different environments, that's cool. And I think it gives, again, they're trying and I think it's again a smart decision. It's not maybe as exciting, but by sort of spreading these animals out, spreading their drink times out, keeping them from crowding up a bit, game I guess is running for a lot of people a lot more smoothly. So I think by having two, because that's what's great about Australia, is that you do have these, very diverse biomes that can be fairly close to each other. They can change pretty quickly. So having some species on one part of the map, those that would, I got some buns out here. Those that would be in a more desert type environment as those opposed to the more of the rainforest type environment. Would be a pretty cool way to spread them out, is what I'm saying. It's too far. Shut it down, miss. Run away like the other dude did. There's one dumb bird. Keep telling me where you are, please. What are you? Cottontails. Is it the females that go diamond? I never know with bunnies. I can't ever remember. I don't know. It might be the hares. Where'd your friend go? Ah, well. We're looking for bigger game than bunnies. Wait, is that another one on there? Yeah, there he goes. I thought I saw something moving over there. Oh, I got a zone. 3 to 4 pounds. That's a nice point. Buns. I remember when I first started playing this game, I was a bunny killing machine. I was like, oh, cheap ammo with a decent return, you know. You know, say what you will. I mean, red deer are always going to be a great return on your ammo investment. Are we getting up here into this? Yeah. All right. Well, actually, I should just get rid of this anyway, so I should run this. I'm not convinced I'm going to run into a bunch of moose in here, but I need to make sure. But yeah, when you're going, oh man, I'm only paying this much for the 22 ammo. It's like using the softshell 243 ammo. It's free. I mean, if you're using that on the right animal, that's the best return. Nothing. You're making money off of nothing. Oh, no, they stuck a few. Ooh, not you. Who are you? Yes, you. 242. I mean, the estimate. Well, I like his color too. He's pretty light, kind of got a light color to him. That's interesting. You got plenty of time on the zone. I might just do a little creep and get a little closer this time. Yeah, my wind isn't great. And, you know, I'm hoping it shifts to the right. They could change and go to the left. But he's in a decent position. So, nice bull. I don't want to rush it. I'm just going to creep for a bit. I was worried that the female might come and block him. I think once I get up to this tree, that's probably going to be it. In fact, why don't you go ahead and have a seat, buddy. Yeah. He's in a little bit of an angle. I don't know if I caught a little break with the wind or if I just positioned myself so it's not as bad. I don't think it's going far. Oh. Well, you kind of got hung up by that other moose. You know, obviously having multiple shots in the 338 is great. You know, I just really wasn't even thinking about going for two. I just kind of wanted to get the big guy down. But definitely an opportunity for a second shot. Now, the original 338 is a single shot, but it actually reloads pretty quickly. I probably could have done what I needed to do in that instance. But the other male, he kind of hesitated, interestingly. And then he got hung up, so. Alright, dude. You don't have to run all the way over there, do you? Sometimes he needs a nudge. I was gonna say, it should be right here. That looked real solid. And being up close, I would think maybe I got into that second rung this time. It's about the same, might be even a little smaller than the other four. I made a gold though. Oh, still that single lung penetration. 168 yards, like it's a bit of an angle. I got in there though. Now you could go set up and just stick it out and wait for them to come back and get that other male, but and again, I don't know, like don't know that I would take on a moose grind. Like a couple of threes. He might even be a two. Oh, he's a three. Now see, this is okay, I guess. It's just like, alright, so they're spread out. I'm just trying to figure out how you would work it pressure-wise. I like this, so we got kind of a gray back in the back here. And then more of a brown up front. We're gonna let this old 338 work its magic here in just a second. Ooh. Hopefully that was a miss. I mean, stick around, dude, and get a shot. Yeah, I don't think I hit him. If that second shot had, if I had it, it would have been like in the leg or something. Anyway, didn't make it happen, but you know, it is possible now. And like I said, the reload time on the old one isn't terrible. But yeah, I just think these Masons are so. We're at the end here. They're so kind of spread out and just everywhere, and you're trying to figure out which ones have males in them and which one's just one single female hanging out, you know. Come on, I'm feeling lazy. Let's do this. Way off. You nudged yourself on that one. You know, they do actually sometimes take a zone right on the very end. They did it in Yukon. Oh, yeah. A little smaller than the last one. As it's a 3. Boink. Let's see, 1,400 hours. I'm gonna go back to this shack. Y'all. As I still technically got 2 hours. On the zone. I'll tell you what, though. This has been fun. This has been exactly kind of what I was hoping for. You know, I've been playing Ark. Again, not PvP, single player. And, uh-oh. And, you know, there's just so much grinding going on, particularly early mid-game where I'm at. And so, it just kind of drags on you after a while. So I went down here and I spotted them. Let's go here. look at the targets. Oh, I forgot to do the thing at the other thing. Bunny, goose, a moose with a top hat, mallard. Oh my god, look at the deer. That's hilarious. I love those. Fantastic touch. You can move the soccer ball, but don't. I'd say another cool addition that I don't know if people have picked up on it, but that pistol, the 243 pistol, is a nice way to get you a ranged weapon with decent range. You know, a couple hundred yards. And depending on your how much you use it, you know. Oh, that's wrong. What kind of, if you're a drop shot, mechanic. You can get some decent range on it. So it's lightweight, and it's a great way to get that to shoot the twos on your map without having to bring the 243. The 243 will take down a whitetail, pronghorn, all that stuff just fine. I mean, it'll take down mule deer and red deer too. Just they're probably gonna bleed and run around for a while. So I know a lot of people hate on the 243. I think the biggest problem with the 243 is if you start out anywhere like Leighton Lakes or Hirschfelden or anywhere that has animals that you can't really get the score for, it's super frustrating. Which is why I recommend starting the game in Tijuana or Rancho de Arroyo. Or you could also do Cuatro Colinas. Because if you're just using the 243, the shotgun and the pistol they give you to start with, you can kill every animal on there and get the score for it. On those maps. So it's a lot less frustrating, you're not trying to shoot a bear with a 243 soft shell 8 times. Yeah. I see you flying over there. I got a 22 though. It's more of a shotgun bird. I really need to do, you know what, I just need to go to the other map. I don't even remember where it is. New Zealand? Sweden? And New Zealand's Tijuana. Sweden. And just shoot a bunch of birds. I feel like that's the one thing that, I'm missing out on in the action of this game. To be honest, I mean, partially just due to the fact that, bird hunting was such a mess for so long, or the time period that I've been playing, that other than when the geese were quote unquote working and you could make 80, 100 grand just sitting there smacking geese all day, but I haven't really done much bird hunting at all since the improvements. Now, I'm not a big fan of the um, like the pheasant and the quail, the stuff you have to, to chase up. I don't think that mechanic works very well, personally. Uh, but it's interesting, and I haven't really been able to get on ducks with a shotgun and that kind of stuff. So, but goofing around and running up on those pheasant and quail, like literally, you've got to kick them to make them fly up, and they always fly up over your head. Oh, well, there are moose along here. All right, miss. It's tighter quarters. I don't really messing with you. We can just pass each other. Seems like it's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. Listen. It doesn't have to be this way. You could just leave. Did she leave? I think she left. Deer zone. Alright. There we go. That's pretty close. Anyway, so I feel like I said, I think players get frustrated. I got frustrated. Well, here's the thing. I didn't have to. I had all these DLC weapons and stuff. I could have just started, with the M1 or the Eckers, and could have gone straight to working for the 300, stuff like that, or the 7 mil. But like everything, there's a learning curve. And when I started playing, people were really complaining about all these new players have all these advantages. There's the dogs that just come out and all this stuff. And so, but it hit me. I was like, I don't want to be one of those guys. So I tried Leighton Lakes and Hirschfelden with those crap guns, and well, again, they're not crap guns. It's just like, first of all, the soft shell bullets you don't realize, but you really should be within 100 yards of about anything that you're going to shoot. I think I'm going to just go ahead and pop this guy with the rifle. I think it'll be alright. It's kind of at an angle. I don't think he's going to go too much further, so I think I'll just kind of chill and walk a little bit. Anyway, I got to see a couple of pictures of the animals, not like animations or anything like that, but actual like pictures of what a hog deer looks like. And they're pretty cool. And I like again, like I said, I like an idea of a map that's heavy on deer. And isn't, don't need predators. And if there's something small, that's fine. I don't care. just got a irritated female. Okay. I'm fine with that. So we kind of went this way, right? Yeah. There he is. I don't know if I'm gonna scare anything. I figured if there was something out here, I could maybe catch the zone, even if I can't see the moose. So there. Oh, there we go. Greetings, friend. Thank you for adding yourself to the cash stock today. Left long. Point kind of high. I thought it might be. Oh my gosh. Ooh. There we go. We should be getting, yeah, we're doing all right. I might be able to catch a few more. We seem to be pretty well spaced out on this little stream. I don't know if she had any friends or not. I don't think so. Beautiful, beautiful map. New England is a beautiful place. I like how there's a certain feel to it that's kind of like Hirschfelden, where like you've definitely got, you know, you can have thick brush and everything all the way up to the banks. So you almost have to kind of get in the water. If you want to get any shots in. Yeah, I know. Again, all she's really doing is slowing me down, so I'd rather just kind of try to... get past her so I can start looking for more zones. Because, I mean, you can see where the zone's set. I mean, I got to get all the way around just to start looking a little bit further down the water here. There we go. Oh, 3 females. But again, that kind of goes to the point of what I was saying about you know, a moose grind. You got to, all power to everybody that's doing it. It's been doing it, to the folks that got all their great ones. They got multiple great ones, you know, etc. Good on you, but I'm not trying. I mean, there's just so many, so spread out, and like I said, you got to try to remember where this zone is, where there's, you know, 3 females. You don't really need to come here. There you go, run that way. Got it, perfect. So, you know, you're going, oh wow, there's a nice little stretch of zones, which, you know, there is, but it's looking like it's nicely female. Now, if you could just, if it's like that the whole way down from here, you could be like, oh, well, that's the female corridor. I don't really need to mess with that. Since these are only a couple hundred yards away, there might be something around this bend. Not even that far. I mean, I looked, my friend. You know, you're in the woods somewhere. I can't help you. Anyway, I was hoping to spook this moose before I got in here. Good. So give me a little break. But it does definitely remind me of Hirschfelden when I was first playing on that map, and just being like, my gosh, how do you see anything? How do you find anything? And you just walk down the middle of the river as best as you can. I tell you, moose are thick. Because it's just been single lung, single lung, single lung. Wait. There's more. There's Fuzzy Rump, and I think I think one's a female. And maybe a little male. Alright, that one definitely noticed. There's still one fuzzy butt. I don't know if I moved up to the point where I can't see it anymore, or if they left. I'd say there's definitely another zone around that other turn in the river. Well, they definitely stuffed some moose in here, and it's a mix, you know. Again, I can't tell if I'd rather it just be big long line of females, or if I should be happy that there's some males in here too. But it's nice to see a decent amount of moose zones kind of close together. It's a little harder to hunt. See if we see any zone markers. I was kind of wondering, like, I mean, they might have just been on the, they might be part of the same, like, little herd or whatever. I kind of think that's the case. It's too close. Alright, well, let's go pick this one up. I don't think it ran that way, did it? Don't let that rock foil you. No, sorry. It was hitting on the track, not the blood. Yeah. Not too far to go again. Nice dark color. Another mason bites the dust. Well, hopefully, I mean, this trend keeps going. They just... Jesus, I guess it does. There we go. Hey, buddy. Tell me more about your problems. Really? Oh my god. I got like no shot. Well, dog, it's a good thing I told you to sit down. Is that him? There he is. Got him. Heart shot. See if we see anybody running away. Woo! That was sketchy. I was hoping I could get him turned, but then I was like, you know, right there, I should be able to get him in the heart. Is there 51 yards? You'd think so, right? Well, can't be too upset about that one, huh? Alright, so they're spread out, so maybe in this area somewhere. If the trend is going, I'm probably scared off what might have been in this next zone. It's a little further down, or they're not doing that anymore. I don't know. But really about 10 minutes left on the zone. Now, moose are funny. Sometimes they'll stand around for a while after the zone is gone, but I might be able to find some lit up like I've been finding the deer zones. Just some random leftover ones. But I'd say a good amount of zones today, that's for sure. Pretty good shooting too. A couple mishaps, but you know, there usually is. Is that a moose? That's a moose. Since I got this zone, must be moving into someplace. No, what? It's a moose that's drinking. I don't know why it won't give me a zone for it. I mean, the nearest zone drink zone is here. This is way too far. So, I don't understand. Don't know if I'm glitching. Don't know if she's glitching. Doesn't feel like maybe because I'm kind of geeking the spot. There. Nope. I think she's supposed to be on this zone back where I was. I don't think she's really on a drink zone. I think she's glitched. I think she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, but there is no way that she's a part of any zone that's close to here. That is for sure. I see footprints. I don't see zone markers. What do you think about this lady over here? Huh? I think she's supposed to be here. Again, got that light kind of gray color. Uh-oh. What? Oh, I must have been ranged way too high. He's like, what? He was just having a look at some dude hanging out in the water. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got pushed off her zone and then was just doing her animated thing over here. Anyway, I'm going to run down this a little bit, just out of curiosity. Big old male moose. There you go, see? Oh, they are here. I definitely saw two females. That looked like a third. So yeah, I mean, technically the zone's been over for like 6 minutes, but they're still hanging out here. You never know with the old moosin'. I get it, yeah. There's an irritated male nearby. If you're super irritated, I can help you relieve that. If need be. Could be another zone, but I think he's just one that I spooked from earlier. There was a male hanging out there. Anyway, as you can see, there's still chances for you to get some shots in, and probably if I was being a little more careful. There he is. What are you up to? Was he trying to fly? Hey, I'm not trying to chase you. Well, I'm hoping that was a second turkey. Oh. Chasing Flyboy. I put the truncated ammo in here. I thought that was supposed to do some more damage. Oh man, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was dude getting out of town. I'm saying, I think I hear some pheasant running around. Wow. I had a bit more faith in this truncated ammo. Whoa, what are you doing there? Oh. What I told you to do? Yeah, maybe it was just a crap. I hit him in a weird... So it's medium blood. Hold on. Apparently, people knew me. Alright. What? Where's my dog? I know. He's mad because the frame rate is such garbage. That's right, rascal. I love this scope. It's so stupid. I gotta put it on. I know it's hilarious. But, I mean, you can hit things at a couple hundred yards. Is this thing trying to eat me? There he is. What's up, dude? You can't really see him. He didn't seem to be too bothered by me. Anyway. Gold medal. It was a bad shot. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Hey, see? Side mission. 1,100 bucks. I don't know if you knew this, but I get 5% more because perks, you know. Ricky Raccoon. Let's run down here and see if I can, like I said, maybe I'll pick up a little leftover. Leftover zone. Who knows? This is the nice part. This is where you get to just kind of go, okay. Maybe we just shoot stuff we see. Which I guess rounds all the way to the point. I've always loved this game. For that very reason. You know, I ended up taking it pretty seriously because I just enjoyed it so much. But again, I'm very excited for this new map. I'm very, very excited. And it'll feel better because it's like when I'm re-exploring maps I've already been on. It just isn't as much fun. It's just that simple. We're doing the same thing on Australia. There we go. You know, that I'd be doing on Rancho if I went back to Rancho to get zones again, you know. Savannah, Parquet. So yeah, it's really just a psychological thing. Added with the fact of, like I said, the hours and hours and hours that already went into it, which also means the hours and hours that need to go back into it. So, and some maps, you know, are just probably never. I'm probably never gonna hunt them again like I did before, or much at all. I don't see a lot of reasons to go to Leighton Lakes or Hirschfeld. It's a nice moose, you know. I think he's off this zone though. Oh, white-tailed deer. You know, other than European bison, I can hunt goose and different types of geese all over the place now, right? I think it's just the dude from one of those zones from earlier. Like these. Now, there's probably a zone up here. But anyway, I mean, like, Leighton Lakes is a tough place to hunt anyway. I'm always been appreciative, or I was always appreciative that one of the things that I was glad I did by starting there was that I did set myself in a situation where I had at least a decent amount of the map exposed, a decent amount of zones. Yeah, I would really think there was a zone back here. So I did go hunt there. It just, I didn't hunt there very often. And the fact now that, again, when I think about just wandering around Leighton Lakes and Hirschfeld, just to spot, you know, basically a bunch of animals I've already spotted before. Oh, hey. Oh, there's a stand right there. Oh, hey. All right. We'll take it. I'm still curious to see if there was another moose stand back here. Excuse me. Well, anyway, I thought I might see some moose up here on this ridge line, but it was cool. We found some deer. I think I'm going to go run and grab this stand right there. It may have some value. Are you just really hanging out there, dude? I might pop you. Oh, I think she's stuck. Never mind. There she goes. What are you guys doing? Their quacks were all over the place. Anyway, I am at a full run, and you can see the frame rate is not great. I don't know if it's just all the tracks and the ducks and everything. And the bears, oh my. I guess I'm gonna bother these moose real quick. Although I do think it's cool they just walk right over there for grab a little snack. Well, I really thought I might have come across a zone in that area, at least a drink zone, because they seem like they just wandered off right over here. There you go, there's a coyote. But I don't see any leftover zone markers. I don't even see any tracks, really. This is probably the feed zone I already have, but we'll double check. Yep. So yeah, and there was some more headed off in this direction, so maybe they just come back here to eat. Or sometimes it seems like the zones turn off super quick. It's weird. You can find them like 3 or 4 hours sometimes after, and other times it's like, that's it. Yeah, I mean, so again, yeah, I can't really tell if, we're just smart moose back here, or the zone is already gone. Let's see. This map. Yeah. So like this little question mark here, I would assume, unless it's a stand, I don't know. It might be one of those little info rocks. I'll be wrapping it up here soon. Just a good run. Look at that deer. Woo! Where are you at? No, I'm having fun with the red deer run, grind. Trying to get a great one there, sort of slowly-ish. Eventually, maybe. Probably not. I think I'll do something similar with the fallow. We'll see what the terrain is like in Australia and how the setup is, but there could be a good chance, Otherwise, I just don't know how I'm going to get enough stands going. Now, some of the fallow and red deer are kind of in the same spot, but we'll see. Anyway, I thought I'd come out here and find the info rock, maybe see what's out in the farmland. It's a weird time of day. You never know. Probably a bunch of raccoons. And more than likely they're just wandering around, not doing anything. Cool little pumpkin field, though. I mean, fields like this, I feel like are a bit better than some of the fields they had in Mississippi, but anyway, it looks like we got a busted windmill. I'm assuming we're going to get a little information on this busted windmill. If I wasn't level 60, it would give me 100 experience. And these are dotted all over the early maps, like I mentioned earlier. So look for those. Sometimes you can just go there and run around. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but get all your outposts. And once you see as many of these as you can, go and find them. And I mean, early game, if there's at least 10 markers on a map, that's 1,000 experience.
There's still a couple of family-owned farms in the reserve. The pumpkin fields are maybe what they're best known for. But some of them also sell flowers and various fresh produce.
Thanks, bud. Cool spot. So yeah, I was wondering where those guys were. I was like, there's got to be some raccoons. I've got all these tracks. This is where they live. But anyway, like I said, if I wasn't level 60, I just click on this and it's going to tell me a little something about the Gilman pumpkin fields. Apparently it's not working. But landmarks, that's what they're called. And sometimes they're like this, they're near a point of interest, and sometimes they're really just a rock heron in the middle of the woods. But I used them early on and thought that they were particularly helpful in gaining experience. And like I said, I always found it pretty helpful to get the early hunting stands too. I liked them. These are less field-like than I imagined, but okay. There's my marker. Let's look over here, though. No, that's the way I came in. Yeah. Okay. But again, this has that Hirschfelden kind of feel. Woods are actually, I think, thicker in Hirschfelden. Just in overall. Now, I've noticed recently, I would say, I mean, it's always been something they've kind of done, but I feel like after Rancho in particular, and on, they focused a lot more hunting on the roads. A lot of times it's the birds. So if you're looking for birds, you know, it's been working for me to kind of work the roads. I'm not going to be able to see. But yeah, you know, the thing is, you could catch a raccoon in certain parts of this pumpkin field, but if they're out there running around like back there, you're not going to be able to see much. Again, I don't know if this is a good time of day. It's probably not. The afternoon usually isn't great hunting on most of these maps. So, sunflowers, got to go over there. But I could run into something, or just a leftover zone. I literally just have a few more minutes to kill anyway, so there's a zone. Okay. It's a win. Quail. Well, it's good to know where they're at, though, honestly. They can be kind of hard to locate. Well, again, Mississippi's kind of a mess of a map. They were hard to locate on Mississippi. Yep. I bet in the morning, though, this place is booming with birds. Birds, raccoons. You'd expect to see some deer and stuff wandering around in these fields, too. I would. But again, you see what I mean? It just has a lot of really... I know it also has to do with sort of like the fall and the foliage kind of matching as well. But and I think they did a good job on this map. I would say this is one of those maps that falls into like the intermediate kind of area. You know what I mean? There's definitely some easy places and easy stuff to it. There we go. Spot it. Spot it. Oh, he's not on it. Dude, if I could get this guy with a 22, it would be one heck of a shot. That's all I can say. You would basically have to take off and then fly and like in front of my gun. Oh. I don't know what I'm ranged for. I don't know what the drop is. Oh, really? Someone's mad. I was popping my little rifle off. Meow. Meow. But anyway, that's what I was hoping for, really, just random encounters. Oh. Well, I'll take your zone. Thought you were mad, but okay, whatever. It's fine. Where am I? Nowhere near where I was aiming for, but I guess I'll run all the way down to the other end. Might as well see what's down that way. Anytime you can pick up a couple zones, it's a win. Oh, I guess I'm going to run right back to this area I already went through, though. I'll lay down this way a little bit. Who knows? Maybe there's a little bun. There's some turkey-lurkeys out here somewhere. They're so aggressive sounding, you know what I mean? He's on the other side of that hill. I think it's like a bobcat or something. Okay, see if we can stir up anything in the woods, maybe. Coyote. Things are invisible anyway. What, a couple hours into this video at least, and then I've heard like 5 or so. I've seen 1. I caught that one just kind of scooting by. Ooh, back up. Well, I'll say we're heading into the evening time, so gorgeous time of day, especially with these fall colors, I think. Yeah. I like how far apart the tracks are sometimes. Like this, it's a bunny, right? So I guess he hopped all the way over here. Well, this didn't produce much, but it actually looks really nice. And again, it's been relaxing. But I'm betting at the right time of day. This is where all the raccoons are. Probably a decent amount of birds, and hey, bears like pumpkins too, right? And like I said, maybe you can luck out and there'll be a deer hanging out and nice whitetail just standing in there hanging out, eating pumpkins. I might go look at that other part later. Let's get in here. Well, I had a good time, and like I said, you know, I'm gonna try to do some more hunting overall. I probably might switch out, take a little break here, get a little something to eat, take a breather, and I might come back later and I don't know, maybe look for some birds. We'll see. In the meantime, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a good day and y'all be good to each other.